Hey everybody, we are back. This is Super Geeked Up. If you're watching live, yeah!
Yay!
Oh my God, Joanna, that was amazing.
I like the low-key crowd shout.
The geeky musical singing was so amazing, and it actually broke the internet, and that's why we had to go off the air for a little bit. If you're watching live, thank you. Sorry about that, folks. Hopefully you're watching us again here. And if you're watching recorded, you didn't miss anything because you just. Okay, cool. So we are gonna continue on. We got plenty of other geeky stuff we're gonna do. We're gonna debut a new geeky game called Geeky Tinder later in the show. We're gonna talk to our guests in just a second. Before we do that, though, let me tell you about one of our awesome Patreon supporters, and her name is Maria Duran. So let me just read this. A super geeky thank you to our Patreon team, KLI, Maria Duran, who loves Super Geeked Up and watches every week as a marketing coach on the team and provides real-time marketing and relationship building that gets results. For more about how they can promote you, your business, or your show, visit teamkli.com. Maria's awesome, so thank you very much, Maria.
Yay, Maria!
Hey, Maria. Good job.
Maria Duran on Twitter. And if you would like to also, thank you to all the Patreons who are supporting us every month, and you can go to patreon.com/supergeekedup if you'd like to be one of those. All right, cool. All right, let's talk to our guests. So let's start with Miss Rena Strober, songstress extraordinaire.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Mark, Mark, you're so creepy
It's
every
creepy.
time.
Totally creepy.
Hello, Rena.
Oh, hello. I put the lotion in the basket. Just
Put the lotion in the basket.
All right, so Rita, so you do a lot of awesome stuff.
I'm super busy. I'm back on Liv and Maddie on the Disney Channel, which is an on-camera show that I'm on.
Nice.
We start season 4 next week. And shooting a movie, musical movie called Waiting in the Wings. I'm doing a little bit of everything. I'm able to do gaming. I've got a P4 Dance Revolution game that just came out. I'm looking at my list.
Thing behind you.
What? Oh, Republic! Yeah, that was.
Republic.
I love Republic. Yeah, we have one more episode coming out. That's my game that I get to be with Dwight Schultz and David Hayter and all those dreams.
Dwight Schultz is the man.
Nice.
He's incredible, and Kari Payton, like one of the greatest casts ever. And yeah, just staying busy.
RenaStrober.com. You can check out all the stuff that Rena has going on. Yes, that's your website. And at Rena Strober on Twitter. All right, let's go over to our other guests. Joanna.
Hello.
Hi. Joanna and Brent are actually both the stars of a series called Emma Approved, an Emmy Award-winning series. I should
Cool.
mention.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of the very few web series that has won an Emmy Award. So very, very impressive.
That's awesome.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Joanna, you want to tell people, if they haven't seen it, what Emma Approved is about?
Yeah, Emma Approved is a modern vlog adaptation of Jane Austen's novel Emma. And it follows her and her business partner, Alex Knightley, as they go and they do wedding planning and matchmaking and all sorts of
boring stuff.
yeah, fun romantic things. But it's great because we
What? We won the Emmy for
Okay, they're discussing secret stuff. If they can just reveal it.
Secrets.
oh yeah, we won an Emmy for like interactive new
show.
media. So it was really
Interactive
cool.
Original news show.
Yes, interactive original news show because all the characters have their own Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest. So essentially, when you watch the show, you could go on and like buy the outfits. You could buy. We were the first to integrate the Samsung smartwatches into our shows. Yeah, it's really fun. It's bite-sized bits, so you can watch all 72 episodes in like a few days, really.
Are you guys in costume, like period dress?
No, it's modern.
No,
day.
it's modern. But Emma's like also a fashionista too, so all the stuff she's wearing is like real fun and out there and colorful, and he's in khakis.
Yeah. Real boy.
But yeah, you can watch the show on YouTube and iTunes, I believe, are the two places.
Yep.
It's season 1, and then we don't know if there's a season 2 yet, but season 1's fun, so you should check it out.
Yeah. What else are you doing?
Yeah. Oh, what else are we doing? I'm glad you asked, Brent Bailey. And then I'm currently working on 2 really, really cool projects that I cannot talk about, but I cannot wait to like announce it in a few months.
And you guys were in a commercial together.
And
right?
what is it? What's the project you're working on?
It's a I can say video game, right?
Yeah.
It's a video game. It's a really cool video game, but that's all I can say.
Oh,
Yeah, we did
exciting.
We did our commercial together.
Yeah, we
Let's
shot a
check it
commercial
out.
together. We did a commercial that actually ran before the Super Bowl this year. It was for Kay Jarrett and Zales Diamonds. For like this new ring called the Ever Us ring, which is not an engagement ring, it's a best friend ring.
Yes. For your best friend, there's like.
And your one true love.
And your true love.
Ever Us.
Because it's a 2-stone diamond ring. One for your best friend,
One for your true love.
But friend.
But friendly, yeah.
Two separate people. They have to separate.
Then you divide the ring in two. You give them bits of diamonds and go.
Just throw at each other.
It seemed better in theory. But yeah, so we it was funny because we got to book it together because they were looking for a couple, and so we got it. We got to spend a day riding around in the car. I was singing, which, as you heard, is god awful, and you were just being charming. So it was a lot of fun to do.
Yeah.
And did you get to say he went to Jared?
No, I tried, and they were like, "Stop looking in the camera."
He went to Jared.
Before we get to what Brent also is up to, let me share some tweets. Maria Duran says about Emma Proof, sounds like a show I should check out. There you go.
Yeah, definitely.
Please.
Mark Necrodia says that about Rena and Fire Emblem, you were fangirling out really hard.
I did. You know what I did? I did.
Like, that's the most I think I've ever seen you, actually, which is weird.
But, yes, no, and it's, yeah.
Even though I've called him creepy. That's so nice.
Creepy, but I still think her work is amazing. It was really, I was really blown away. I gotta say.
It is. That's the
very
reason I did that
fun.
Geeky musical, man. I just wanted Rena to be able to sing on the show because she's amazing.
Yeah.
That
It
was
was really
fun.
good.
And let's see here. At Lister's Mate, Rena says, I thought I recognized Rena Strober. My nephews love your show, the Disney show.
Oh, Disney Channel. Cool. Stay tuned for season 4. Woo.
Wait, who do you? So I'm sorry. I actually have seen a decent amount of Disney, but I haven't seen Liv and Maddie. Who do you play?
I play Liv's manager. Her name's Becky Bickelhoff.
That's a great name.
Yeah. But the Bic. I call myself the Bic.
My niece is gonna be so. My niece watches that channel all the time. She's gonna.
So does my niece. Oh my God!
Yeah.
I gotta tell her.
My niece Olivia. She's 12 years old. She watches it all the time. She's gonna be stoked.
Oh, probably. Yeah.
Like, guess who I talked to?
Becky Bickelhoff.
Becky Bickelhoff. She's gonna be totally stoked.
So she could fangirl over that, and you're fangirling over Fire Emblem. It's great.
Yes, and she's gonna be like, what is Fire Emblem? Like, I thought you were the cool uncle, and I'm like, well, I am. I thought the Becky Bickelhoff.
All right, so Brent. So besides
Yes.
Emma Approved and commercials for jewelry, you are actually a very cool movie coming up called LBJ.
Yeah. I'm in a new movie called LBJ, starring Woody Harrelson and directed by Rob Reiner, and I play Ted Sorensen, who was the speechwriter. So yeah, we shot for 5 weeks in New Orleans, and I don't actually have a release date for it yet, but it was an amazing experience.
That's awesome. So Rob Reiner's director?
Yeah, Rob Reiner's directing it. I mean, we had a crazy cast. It's like Bill Pullman, Rich Sommer from Mad Men, Mike Mosley from Sirens. Yes, Rich Summers.
Oh my God, the woman who played Birdie.
Jeffrey
David.
Donovan's in it. I mean, there's a bunch of incredible people that are in the cast. So yeah, I can't wait for it to come out.
It's about that long blowjob, right? LBJ?
long blowjob. Exactly.
Okay, I'm so glad they're finally telling that story of that, like, 4-day
Yeah.
I know. God, it's about time.
That was a great time in America's history. That long ass blowjob.
Well, Mark, you were there, so you know.
I was, yeah, it was tough giving that thing, man. I'm telling you.
Right. Well, I was that's exactly the role I thought you were playing. So good.
See, I thought if I went the other way, you would like make. I had to do something to expect, Jeff. But no, that's awesome that you worked with Rob Reiner. Like, I love that guy.
Yeah.
I love that guy. Like,
He's so amazing.
You know,
He's
I
incredible.
love Carl Reiner. I love Rob Reiner. Meathead. Did you call him Meathead on this?
I did not call him Meathead. No.
I wouldn't have either. But yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
awesome.
so that was a lot of fun. And then right when I got back, I actually shot a movie for a company called Mar Vista called Merry X's. It's a Christmas movie for next year that'll hopefully be on Hallmark. And then, actually, I'm on the Nickelodeon channel on Bella and the Bulldogs. I play Bella's dad, but I died before the show ever started, so I've only been in 2 episodes so far. We'll see what happens after that.
What is it, flashbacks?
Yeah.
Always in flashbacks. And then the last thing, actually, like video game wise, I'm in all the live action trailers for Destiny. I play Hunter.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, so anytime you see one of like the promos where it's the live action trailers, I am Hunter.
Holy shit.
Dude, I've
Mark and I have both-
I've kicked
we
so
both
much
played
ass
Destiny.
with your character.
Yeah,
That
it's
I-
cool.
No,
Hey,
Mark,
thank
no,
you.
you haven't. You've gotten your ass kicked.
Nah,
Stop lying.
To be honest, you've got me killed more than my warlock. Not gonna mention that on the show. No, but that's cool. That's awesome. I love that game. Great.
Yeah, lots of good stuff going on right now.
Awesome, guys.
Yeah, and then lots of other commercials. I think I have like 7 or 8 commercials running right now.
Sweet.
Awesome.
All right, you're just going to see Brent. Whenever you turn something on, you're going to see him.
Yeah.
And on Twitter, ListerMate says, well, Joanna Sotomura and Brent Bailey got a new Instagram follower from me tonight.
Yeah. Thanks, man. I'll take it.
All right, cool. And let's see. And you can follow them at Joanna Sotomura and at Brent M. Bailey, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is right.
Awesome. All right. I had to do some searching. There's a lot of Brent Baileys on Twitter, but I found you.
Yeah, I had to take Brent and Bailey because of that problem.
Yeah.
The M stands for me.
Brent Me Bailey.
Actually, Brent Michael Bailey.
Oh.
Yeah, not me.
Oh, this whole time.
Yeah, you got it wrong.
Oh my god. It's fucking jackass right now.
All right, cool. So those are awesome guests. All right, hey, it is now time for the Geek Tweet of the Week. This is a question we like to send out on Twitter and Facebook, and we get people to send them in. And, of course, if you're watching live, please feel free to send your answers right now, and we're going to share ours. Tonight's question is inspired by video games. If you could go on an adventure with any video game character, who would you choose, and what would you do? I'll kick us off. I would absolutely go on an adventure with Lara Croft from Tomb Raider.
I was going to say.
That's why I did it. I knew somebody else was going to steal it, so I was like, fuck
No,
that.
instead.
Uh,
Damn it, Jeff.
so,
Now is this adventure in their world or in our world?
well, it can be wherever you want. It can be wherever you want. But I'm going to go,
Hmm.
look, I love, first off, I was an ancient history major, so and she travels around the world finding ancient relics and going to all these amazing places, so that would be totally up my alley, be awesome. First off, she's totally be able to protect me because she's totally kick-ass and awesome, and so I wouldn't die.
That longbow. Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. Longbow, a lot of handguns. She does everything actually. You know, in the most recent game, Rise of the Tomb Raider, it starts off in like the Arctic, in a very cold area, and she has to make camps. You know, what do you have to do when it's really cold out? Maybe you have to like.
cuddle.
But yeah, for body heat, exactly.
Yeah.
You're right. Same thing. Brent. Very good.
Completely naked.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay, I was thinking that, but even better. I agree.
Yeah. It's better with like direct skin-to-skin contact for heat.
Well, that's
How do you know so much?
that's
we
true.
It's a life-saving method.
Oh, I see. Oh, I'm glad you're so knowledgeable. God.
Yeah.
Mark, is that what you said? That's what we do, Mark?
I don't mean to go off tangent here, but has anybody ever watched The Voyage of the Mimi with young Ben Affleck?
No.
And it's a show. Seriously, this is a serious show. The Voyage of the Mimi. He was like, I don't know, probably 10, 12 years old. And one of the scenes, it's an adventure show, and one of the scenes is he lies naked with an old man in a sleeping bag to like for the heat. And that no, this is serious. No, that is where I learned that naked bodies give off more heat than if you're clothed.
Oh, I learned
So
something else.
when you mentioned that, that's what I thought of, was a young Ben Affleck.
Young Ben Affleck with an older man.
With an older man. That is
Interesting thought
That's
process.
great. You think about that, Mark. I'll
Continue with the actual show, please.
Thank you, Mark. I will. And I'm going to share some. There's a lot of tweets going on right now.
I'm sure.
Necrodia says Jeff fangirls hard about Lara Croft and DS9. I do love my DS9, Deep Space Nine, and Lara Croft. At Brit Ponsonby, I'm sorry, Brit. I'm sure massacred that. Joanna Sotomura, you crack me up only a few minutes in, and you're whispering to Brent while he's wearing stereo headphones.
Yep.
And Elias Thompson says, always funny to see people's reaction when they realize Brent and Bailey is in everything. And Marsha McHale just says, hashtag pixel tits, which is a thing somebody tweeted in about Lara Croft before, because her original game, she had very, pixelated tits.
I always thought they were just that shape. Like,
Oh, they're pointy, like yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're very realistic now.
Woman form.
So, yeah.
Gotcha.
All right. Anyway, that's my choice. Rena, what video game character would you like to adventure around with?
Well, I don't really play video games. I know, please don't kill me. I love them, but I don't play them. But
That's
if I could, is Harry Potter a video game yet?
It is.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'm going to play in Harry Potter, and I just want to go on an adventure with Harry Potter and cast a lot of spells and ride cool animals and, like, have a whiskey with Snape.
Right, like a spell that takes babies out of people's vaginas.
Yeah.
Starbucks line.
Yeah. I want to go into that video game. And if it's Lego Harry Potter, I don't even know if that exists.
Oh,
but if it was, that'd be awesome.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, whiskey with Snape. That's
Whiskey
cool.
with Snape.
Yeah.
And it'd be my podcast.
That's the name of your podcast, The
He
Whiskey with Snape?
died, so never
Pretty
mind.
good.
It is sad. But this is a fictional world, so Snape can still, as a fictional character,
Henry can still live, yeah.
will
And
always.
he died too.
All right, so Brent, what would your choice be?
Oh, good. I have such a terrible answer, and I feel bad about it. But if we're in
Say
the
it.
fictional world, I'd want to go into Grand Theft Auto for a day, just because I want to steal all these fancy cars and get in high-speed pursuits.
And kill a
No,
prostitute?
I didn't say kill a prostitute. I just want to drive around and.
What's her name, Brent? What's her name?
You don't ask for the real name.
Oh.
They don't give them.
Oh, well. No.
Yeah, her name was Candy or Sprinkle or something.
Sprinkle candy.
But yeah, and if I couldn't do that, there's this game I'm obsessed with called Trans World Surf that was back on the original Xbox, and I would just want to go live in there for the day because it's
which
like
game?
The most Trans World Surf.
Oh, I haven't played that.
Yeah, it's I mean like go back to like Xbox first generation. But my buddy Brent and I literally sit there and play for hours on end because it's just like a surfer's paradise. So if I could do that, that'd be amazing.
You guys do play that game.
We do. It's a frequent thing for me.
Like
There's
a
nothing
lot.
wrong with that.
No, but like a lot.
Grown men are allowed to play good games.
Yeah, no, but I know
Yeah.
like a lot.
Yeah.
Well, oh, dude, we gotta trade information on like Xbox or PS whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so on Twitter, Rena, Maria Duran says, I would love to have a whiskey with Snape, so she loves that idea.
Mm-hmm.
That would be awesome.
And Necrodia says, someone get this woman a game console stat.
I know, but I want to leave the house, and I'm scared once I go down that rabbit hole of playing, I'll love it.
Yeah.
Necrodia also says, hey, Candy and Sprinkle are Mark's nicknames too, right? Yep.
Mm-hmm. Sprinkles.
Well, he was working on that longest blowjob.
Yeah, the LBJ movie. Call me Sprinkle.
Yeah, that's how it.
He sounds a lot like Batman.
I meant this to Joanna. I love your. We've had a lot of Batman impersonation on the show, but yours is maybe my favorite. Actually, that's it.
Batman. I thought she was throwing up for a minute.
Imagine that. There's a scene, and Batman, the Joker's like, Batman, are you about to throw up? Are you all right? Like, do we need to stop?
I can't understand what he's saying. I talk normal.
All right. So, Joanna, do you have? I'm sorry, I stole your Lara Croft answer. Do you have any other?
No, it's okay.
She already was Lara Croft for a day.
Oh yeah, it was Lara Croft
you?
in the video.
Yeah.
It's a video by these guys called Corridor Digital, and they have. It's actually really cool. It's Lara Croft, Mario, the assassin from Assassin's Creed, and Master Chief from Halo all fight in real life, and they steal his 3 power-ups, and so they use them in real life. So there's the fire flower, the star, and then the mushroom.
Yeah.
And they all actually, it's real people fighting. So you guys should check it out. It's
And
called
the special
Powered Up.
effects are awesome.
Yeah.
Powered
Corridor
Up?
Digital's Powered Up. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I gotta watch that. Everybody, go watch
You
it.
have to.
Nice.
Yeah.
After the show's over, go watch it.
Yeah. And then, you know what? It'd be really cool to hang out with Princess Peach for a bit and, like, run around in battle mode and just shoot at each other and hang out with balloons and banana peels and turtle shells. And then maybe we can, like, just go walk around and
Yeah.
show.
And you could do some kart racing.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I would like to just, like, talk with her and hang out for a bit. Princess Peach. Why
I
are you
feel like her voice would get so annoying.
Oh, you think so? She talks like my own But can we do Princess Peach and Batman having a date?
Do it.
Princess Peach doing Deadpool and then Batman having a date.
Wait, we're talking about Princess Peach having sex with Deadpool?
No. Princess Peach doing an impression of Deadpool.
That's so hilarious.
On a date-
It's like
on a
funny,
date
you're like
with
peeling that
Batman.
back.
I gotta squeeze myself into these latex pants so I can shoot you in the fucking face.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
I don't even need. That was it. That just made my day. That was my Valentine's gift right there. Thank you guys. That was lovely. That was.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Brent.
Is our own Cupid. All right, Mark. What is your answer to this geek tweet?
Who would I hang out with?
Mark, what do you had to write it down? What the hell? You don't know what the hell?
No. You guys ever play the game Leisure Suit Larry?
Yes. Oh my God. Wait, you just stole that from Twitter.
No, I didn't. No, I swear to
Hey, Davis just says, "I'm picturing Mark Pazula as Leisure Suit Larry."
I swear on my stepson's life, I did not steal that from
Okay,
Twitter.
that's very serious. Okay, I believe it.
That is what I thought of when I first.
Well, that's
read the
hilarious that
question
he
was
thought the same thing.
Leisure, because again, Rena, I'm a pussy. I don't want to get into any difficult situations with any kind of video game character. Laura Croft, no way. No, she's dangerous shit. Any people, no way. So Leisure Suit Larry, who just basically he just goes around trying to bang chicks, and you know.
Oh yes, I have played this.
Oh my
There you go.
God! That was the trigger.
Of course you have, Brent.
That was the thing that like
As
triggered
soon
your
as I
memory.
said that, he goes around trying to bang chicks. Matt's like, oh yes.
It's like, right, after I slept with a prostitute in Grand Theft Auto, I went to Larry.
When I was like 12, that was like my friend's dad had that game, and he was like, you got to play. It was Wolfenstein 3D and Leisure Suit Larry, and I was like, man, Leisure Suit, that's a disgusting game. That is, wow, that's pretty great. Wow. and so yes, that's the game I would pick, and whoever picked it on Twitter,
It was Anthony Davis, that listeners me. He said you reminded of him, Leisure Suit Larry.
That's actually fucked up.
Let me share some tweets and Facebook comments that were sent in about this. At Blair Beverage says Link and have Zelda rescue us. Obviously, I like that little twist on that. That's very cool. Marcia McHale says Sora from Kingdom Hearts, mostly because I can go to all the different Disney worlds. Yeah, in Kingdom Hearts you get to do that. All the different Disney characters. Cool. It's very cool. Ryan Ward at Lanier says World of Warcraft, and on an epic adventure, maybe the first or second war, and maybe Thrall or Jaina Proudmoore, who he would hang out with. Let's see here. Carlos Ramirez says Space Invaders roaming around the galaxy. He actually told me on Twitter he used to have an actual full Space Invaders console in his house, which is amazing.
Wow, that's really cool.
And Hunter's Realm, which I apparently forgot to write down, but I know he said Duck Hunt.
Duck Hunt!
But he said mainly because he went the dog laughing at him all the time always made him sad. He wants to get back at the dog. I think if you missed the dog would laugh at you.
I remember that.
Yeah. Oh, good old man. With my NES, I had the gun. I had the freaking power pad. I don't know if you guys remember that. So we ran on it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
Good stuff.
The power pad was for like track and field, though, right?
Yeah, exactly. You would run and you would jump over hurdles and stuff.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah.
Do you ever have a 3DO?
What's a 3DO?
Oh man, it was the system that existed for a very short period of time, and everybody got screwed that had one because it basically just went out of business and the games ceased to be created.
Was that the system with the game with the baby with the big head?
The game that I used to play on all the time was called Night Trap, and it was like.
Is that where you trap hookers?
No, it's where like burglars are trying to. It's where burglars are trying to like get into this house where these kids are having a party, and you have to be like the security system and set all these booby traps to get the burglars out of the house.
Yeah.
But it was all shot like a real movie, so it was real people, real stuff happening. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And then they did have some very sexual games.
There it is. There it is.
I do. 3DO was, but 3DO. I remember that. It was supposed to be like the new, like the.
I remember hearing about
system. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it never took off. Like it
never got on. No.
Brent, after the show, Brent, you and I are gonna have to talk a lot more. You have to give me some good games to play, some good, hooker games.
Okay.
when Joanna's not around.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No more.
On Twitter, Necroti says, I even had the old powerful Power Glove. Do you remember the Power Glove?
Oh, the Power Glove. The Wizard. The Wizard, the movie, The Wizard. Have you ever seen it?
Oh,
Brent
shit. They used the Power Glove in that, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, man. Good old NES days. I missed that.
That was
All
when
right.
Super Mario 3 was hitting up. All right, go ahead.
All right, yeah, we'll talk about like old school video games all day long. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, we do have some geeky news coming up. Geeky Tinder, we're going to play a brand new game. But first, if you're watching the recorded version or listening to the podcast, we're going to take a quick commercial break right now, and we'll be back right after this. Hey everybody, welcome back to Super Geeked Up. I hope you enjoyed that commercial for male enhancement starring Brent and Bailey. Brent, of course, was the post that, Mark was the pre.
Yes. That's pretty, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
what I was thinking of.
All right, anyway, welcome back to Super Geeked Up. Before we get into geeky news here, real quick, I want to mention one thing for some of our buddies here. There's a cool show called Journey Quest, very popular web series. They shoot it out in Seattle area. Brian Lewis is one of the stars of it. Brian Lewis is going to be doing Super Geeked Up with me at Emerald City Comic Con out in Seattle, which is coming up in early April. Yeah. So anyway, I want to give a quick shout out to their Season 3 Kickstarter that's going on right now. You can go to renewjourneyquest.com. It ends February 19th. Hey, that's the same day Fire Emblem Fates comes out. Oh, look at that, Rena. I gave you another. But you can go support them at renewjourneyquest.com for Season 3. It's a really cool fantasy series. And so speaking of that, yes, so second year in a row, we're going to be at Emerald City doing our Super Geeked Up live on stage. And then a couple weeks before that, in late March, we're going to be at WonderCon in LA actually doing Super Geeked Up there for the first time. So that's going to be cool. And, oh, yes, Joanna is going to be joining us for something else at WonderCon. I can't reveal too many details right now, but we're doing some panels there, and we can't release the exact stuff yet, but we'll tell you soon. All right, there we go.
WonderCon.
All right, geekiest news of the week. So, hey, my computer crashed, so I lost part of my news. Mark, why don't you kick us off with the news you have?
Who?
Yeah, yes, you, Mark.
Who is it? Shit. All right.
We're talking about Assassin's Creed movie?
Yes, the news I have is the Assassin's Creed movie. Obviously, it's been going on for a while, and my hypothetical boyfriend, Michael Fassbender, the only man I would ever switch my sexual orientation for, is actually in the movie as whoever his character is, but so
as the whatever assassin they're doing, whatever character they're doing.
But so it's basically, I think it's almost completed shooting, and the interesting thing here with this news article is that Michael Fassbender cites The Matrix as a very strong creative inspiration for the movie, which indicates that they are going directly for the video games narrative, where it's the main character is in kind of a virtual reality thing, and then acting as the assassin.
Basically through DNA, he gets to go through one of his descendants' body experience what he's doing.
Right, and also another thing that they're looking at is kind of doing a lot of
ancestors, not descendants. Sorry.
Right, they're kind of looking at a lot of practical effects.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really cool. I wasn't interested in this movie until I started reading all this stuff. And the director, actually, Justin Kurzel, actually interests me a lot. He directed.
He directed Fassbender and Macbeth. Fassbender actually asked him to come over to this movie and direct it.
Yeah, which is this guy directed a version of Macbeth, and he's coming over and doing Assassin's Creed, and Michael Fassbender is in it, and so now it's actually a really it's a seriously heavy movie as far as those two talents are concerned. I love the Assassin's Creed games, but I was always like, the movie, whatever. But it's really starting to become a contender for a movie I really want to see.
Nice.
So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Video games get a lot of bad rap, deservedly so, because most video game movies are quite terrible, to be honest with you. But this could be. I think some people are saying this is the year where Warcraft and Assassin's Creed that maybe things start to turn around. With video game movies being good, actually.
Yeah.
My roommate who lives in my back house actually is Evie Fry in the new Assassin's Creed video game.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
In the Syndicate, the London one?
Yeah.
It's Victoria Atkins.
Yeah, Victoria Atkins.
That's amazing.
I don't know if she's here, but...
I was saying she's here.
All right,
Maybe.
cool. So there you go. Other news. So you guys all watch the Super Bowl? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Okay. Well, you didn't really miss much.
Yeah,
Mark.
I did.
Okay. Anyway, so of course during the Super Bowl, right? There's all the movies, right? Launch their big commercials usually, right? So one of probably my favorite one was the Batman v Superman commercials where they, for Turkish Airlines, where they had like Ben Affleck in one, and then they had Jesse Eisenberg in the other, and one was for like talking about like you can take it to visit Gotham City, and the other one was for Metropolis, right? I just thought it was a super clever way to market this airline, but also the movie, saying that we're going to fly to these fictional cities, right, and having the stars. And I don't know. I thought it was one of the more clever ways to tie into a movie that I've seen in a while. You guys see those? Any thoughts?
Yeah. Oh, it's just a kind of, we're entering a different age where movies are gonna, they're gonna advertise themselves in innovative ways, and this is definitely one of them. Like it has nothing to do with the movie itself, but is it really, giving us clues about the movie? It's almost like the social network kind of viral way of advertising now.
It's also a statement on it's not just one small group of people who watch superhero movies anymore.
Yeah.
It's so widespread that everybody is watching them and going to them and taking their families. So, if you're going to fly in a plane, you're probably also going to watch these movies. It's kind of cool how wide. I mean, it's getting a little watered down with how many Marvel movies there are, but it's kind of cool that girls are watching, boys are watching. It's just part of our culture now. Superhero.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And the last geekiest news item. Hey, you guys want to go to Mars?
Shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Do I?
Wait, actually, no, because I'm a pussy.
Right, because no, it's too dangerous, Mark. Well, guess what, Mark? This is for you. Then. You don't actually have to go to Mars because you're going to get to explore it in virtual reality.
Still wouldn't do it. Still too dangerous.
and this is this is actually tying into all the video game stuff too, because NASA is going to be using the Unreal Engine 4, which is a video game engine that's used to be able to let people through virtual reality actually feel like they're exploring Mars, and so that's pretty fucking awesome. It's actually also awesome because on my current script I'm working on, I actually in the future have people doing stuff on Mars like that. So that's weird. It's like whatever, cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, I would fucking love to do this virtual reality thing in Mars. That would be so cool.
I did one once. It was called Birdly, where it's a virtual reality as a bird. Have you ever tried that one? Where you lie on your stomach and you have wings like this, and you have the helmet, and you have fans blowing on you. So and you look to your hands, and it looks like wings, and you can flap and you fly in between buildings, and like I just kept hitting windows. But like it just goes to show too how crazy detailed these virtual worlds are. And also when I got done with it, I was a little bit depressed, which makes you kind of scared about how that's going to then affect our psyche when we can travel to these places but then have to come back to reality.
I also kept hitting her in the face every time she hit a window in the game.
Yeah, I made it very, like,
boom, it's a window, boom,
it's a window.
It's a window.
But it was really cool. And then you can pump, like flap your wings and then turn. And it was awesome. I want to be a bird.
Yeah, there was another cool surfing one we both watched too. It's with a cell phone. Every single angle you turn it, it was a 360-degree camera.
Oh,
so
crazy.
You could literally watch the video like 300 times and you wouldn't see the same thing.
Every different angle. Yeah, it was nuts. But yeah, virtual reality is the new way to go.
Too scary, too dangerous.
Well, there are actually some real dangers about people like walking to the walls and stuff and that kind of thing. You gotta be actually careful.
Flying windows.
Ripping over things, yeah. So on Twitter, Necrodia says, I feel the VR game will be hacked and UFOs and aliens put in. That'd actually be cool, I feel, if it was, into the VR Mars. Cool. And Ryan Ward on Twitter says, will NASA let you grow Martian potatoes? Like in the Martian
that's funny.
Yeah.
Martians.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I'm sorry.
Imagine you run into Matt Damon is in the virtual reality.
That'd be he's like, oh my god, another person. And you're just like, oh shit.
All right, cool. That's our geekiest news of the week. All right, last segment for the night is a new segment called Geeky Tinder. Okay, so Tinder apparently is a big thing. I didn't know what the really fuck happened. I had to look it up. What was going on?
Right.
He's
Right.
still doing Grinder. What?
Should have saw that one coming. Should have saw it. All right.
You saw that one coming.
Rena's on fire, ladies and
man.
gentlemen.
All over it tonight. Jeez.
Just teeing him up.
what he said
I know,
too.
the LBJ thing too. I was trying to think of a great thing for LBJ and I couldn't think of it, but she nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The very long blowjob. It's like the long engagement sequel.
And it's starring Woody, which is
Oh, yeah.
just ties into so well.
All right, what's our game?
All right, yes, the game. And if you're watching live, folks, keep tweeting at #SuperGeeked hashtag SGU. So I'm going to list off some fictional characters here, and you guys are just going to say, for each one of you, would swipe right, which means yes, you're interested or you want to hook up, or swipe left, which means nope, not interested, would not hook up. All right?
Oh, yeah.
So here's the thing. No matter even if they're not your like sexual preference, whatever, just say it anyway, you know? Like Mark says, for example, if it was Michael Fassbender, he would totally swipe right.
Right.
Swipe right 1,000 times.
I
mean, that's a
I don't think it really
good-looking
works
man.
that way,
I think.
Mark, but
Yeah, he's like, if I swipe right enough, it'll come true.
right.
Yeah.
He'll have to go out with me.
He'll have to. I hit 1,000.
Okay, so here we
Okay.
go.
Ready?
All right, so let's start with Han Solo. Joanna.
Oh, right.
I were just screaming him out. Okay.
So right.
Right.
Rena, what's your
Right.
choice?
Right.
You're gonna go right on that one.
There's
Yes.
only one answer to that.
Mark.
Mark?
Left. He might be too small.
Yeah, I think I'm
Is
going
he
to
too
go...
dangerous for you, Mark? Is he too
Yeah.
dangerous?
Yes, it's too dangerous. Greedo might come blow my head off while I'm
He has a
dating him.
pet Chewbacca. Come
Oh,
on.
hey, Chewbacca's not his pet. It's his
He's his
partner, his
partner.
friend.
It's like, oh, shit.
Sorry, I'm just getting it out there before anybody else starts going nuts on Twitter.
It's not his pet. It's like, yeah, man's best friend is your Chewbacca.
There you
Is
go.
you were Chewbacca? My Chewbacca.
All right, I think I'm going to
You're
go...
my-
I think I might go left too. I'd be more than Luke. More Luke than Han.
Fine, more
You
fun.
didn't say you couldn't have both.
Yeah, true. So what about you, Brent?
I would swipe right. You know, you got to keep your options.
For Luke?
No, for Han. For
Oh,
Han.
for Han. Oh, yeah. I would not be mad with that.
All right, Harley Quinn. Harley
Oh.
Quinn.
Right.
I don't know who that is.
Okay, so Harley
Margot
Quinn.
Robbie.
1,000 times.
Harley Quinn is the picture they put my face on. She's basically the love interest and assistant
Female
to the Joker.
Joker.
She's like a
Left.
female Joker. I'm gonna go left because she's really hot, but she's so psychotic. I couldn't do
She's
it.
crazy as balls, yeah.
Exactly.
That's how you like
Oh
it.
my
That
god.
seems very dangerous.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Mark.
Never mind. Wait. Are we talking Harley Quinn, regular Harley Quinn, or Harley Quinn with Jeff's face, Harley Quinn?
Well, okay.
Oh.
Well, what if it was my face?
Swipe right 2,000 times.
Okay. All right.
Can we leave this room?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes. This is how the show usually goes when there's no guests on.
I think, what would you do?
I'd go right for regular. I would go right.
Oh, fine.
Oh, Jeff, he just...
Yeah, I know.
I think
It's just too much for me. She's too beautiful as Jeff.
yeah, I'd go right for both, I think. Because she's pretty crazy, but I'm pretty crazy, so I think we'd have a fun time together. And then we'd probably end up in jail or we'd somehow
Mental
catch
institution.
fire. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, it wouldn't end well, is what I'm saying. But right, why not? You only live once.
All right, cool. Hermione Granger.
Right!
Oh, right! Are you kidding me?
Holy
Did you say right?
shit!
Yeah,
Wait.
right.
Rita just went fucking crazy.
Dude,
Sorry,
you
I
know what
spit on
my car
myself.
is named? My car is named Professor Albus Dumble 4-door. I'm a big fan.
That's adorable.
My car has 4 doors and is British racing green.
I didn't
That's cute.
realize you were such a huge Harry Potter fan. That's awesome.
Huge.
I like you even more now.
That's fantastic.
I'm totally swiping right on this because
Right. You have to, right?
Hermione is hot.
I feel
And number one, I've always wanted to have sex in the library, and that's where she always is.
Jesus,
So,
you never told me that.
well, there you go. Now you know. And, you know, she's an expert at spells, so I think that can just enhance the experience.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't think she'd be, the only thing is I feel like she'd be kind of a little prudish.
No.
Though
Don't you
maybe
think?
she's actually a beast in the bedroom.
Yeah,
Do you really think she's not gonna have sex in front of all those books? She'd be disrespecting them.
no, I think she'd snap a dick down to the balls.
Oh my God!
Uh,
It was a terrible time for me to drop in my lap.
That was the worst thing you've ever said on the show.
That was fantastic. Never mind. I take everything back, Mark. You
I
have
can't
it.
never look at Hermione again the same way. Thanks, Mark.
That was hysterical.
This worst. All right, what, Joanna? Did you say right for Hermione?
I'll say right. Yeah, of course. Right. We'll have a very respectful relationship, and I can take her home to mom.
Oh, that's very nice of you, Brent.
Yeah.
Definitely right.
Cool. By the way, Necroti says I'm never going to a library with you, Jeff. Good move.
Smart.
Right, because that's what I meant. Whenever I go to a library, I just have sex every time. That's what I was thinking.
that's what we've done when we've gone to the library.
That's what they're for.
Well, yeah, right. You know, I'm usually reading a book, and I'm just like, okay, whatever, Mark, just do whatever. And
LBJ, Mark.
LBJ.
I'm reading Deathly Hallows, and yeah. Okay. How about the next one is the Terminator, meaning the Arnold Schwarzenegger TA-800.
What?
Left. He's got so many STDs.
Well, wait.
No,
hold
wait.
on.
The Terminator can't have an STD. He's a robot.
Is
Dude.
he Arnold
Terminator, like-
Schwarzenegger?
But
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger as the Terminator, so he's the robot.
Is he the first one where he's bad or the second one where he's good?
Your choice.
Make a difference?
Yeah, it does. The second, okay, the first one left hardcore. The second Terminator, right, like hard right.
I would agree with the second one, right? Yep, I would
Yeah.
agree with that.
But before or after John Connor tells him how to act like a human?
Well, the whole second movie is up for game.
I'm so confused. We're still talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes.
But as the Terminator.
Left.
As the Terminator in Terminator 2?
Still left.
ST.
He throws a guy on a stove, though, at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, but he's so good. He's fighting for right. He's
Yeah.
wronging his
Hey,
right.
Joanna, you and I, we know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
All right, on
Redeeming
Twitter.
himself. Nah.
I don't know.
All right, Mark's fine. You don't have to sleep with him. It's fine.
I must say I wouldn't.
All right, on Twitter, Necrotia says, "Bam, Mark just won the worst thing said ever on SGU Award." Yes, he did.
Yep.
Marsha McHale says, left on the Terminator. And Necrotius also says, this got super awkward for Jeff and Mark. Yeah, it did.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, let's go with from one of my favorite shows of all time, Saved by the Bell, Screech.
Jesus.
Left.
I mean, he already made the sex tape, and it didn't go so well.
No,
Did you not? You didn't enjoy it?
I didn't watch it. I'm going left.
Left.
I'm gonna go
Poor
right.
guy.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're
Yeah,
gonna go right?
You know he's like the craziest.
But not in the sexy crazy. He's the one that's like, wear a rubber chicken and I'm going to put whipped cream on your belly button.
And
That's
who
okay.
said that was a
That's-
bad thing?
That's her favorite thing to do.
I love rubber chicken sex.
I want to hear Rena keep going. Go ahead, Rena.
It's always those nerdy, unassuming, really awkward, Screech kind of guys. We're talking during the show, right? Not when he
No,
stabs
during
someone.
the show I Screech.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I was class president, so I would have. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
You're like Violet Bickerstaff, his girlfriend on that show, right?
Oh, yeah.
Violet.
Sure. I just paid attention.
That's
I don't know
quite a
anything.
name.
Tori Spelling played her.
Oh, ew.
Oh.
My
Before-
Sorry.
She was funny as her though. That's before she got older. Anyway.
Where's she going?
So okay, here's a one. Hopefully everybody goes right on. At least Mark and I will, and Brent, I'm sure. Princess Leia.
Nope.
Right.
Right.
Right,
Well,
right.
no. Her hair is awful.
What?
Wait,
So hold
wait,
on to
what?
it, I guess.
Carrie Fisher.
Okay, Carrie Fisher in the originals, not modern Carrie Fisher.
No,
Carrie
modern
Fisher
Carrie
is-
Fisher, original, all of them right. I'll take all of them.
Carrie Fisher in Shampoo. Hottest ever. Look up. Look it up. Google
Nothing
it. Google
hotter
it.
than the slave girl outfit though. Nothing.
Yeah.
Dude, Carrie Fisher Shampoo. Google it.
All right.
Google it.
Okay.
Carrie Fisher, anytime, any day. I love her.
I agree. I actually agree. But I'm just saying Carrie Fisher Shampoo.
Google.
All right. Let's do two more, and then we'll wrap it up. Doc Brown from Back to the Future.
I mean, he might have some fun gadgets.
True, but I don't want to see that face playing with it. I'm gonna say left.
Yeah, I'm gonna go left too.
I'm gonna go left.
Yeah, I think left.
A little too crazy.
Marshall McCaldy always geeky says, right on Leia, Return of the Jedi specifically.
Did we lose Mark?
Yeah,
we lost Mark.
He couldn't take the Doc Brown.
He's like, I gotta go look at that shampoo thing.
Yeah.
He's like, great Scott, I can't take it anymore.
Yeah.
And the last one is Deadpool.
Oh, he's hard right. He's been waiting for this
so
Deadpool. He cannot stop talking about Deadpool. That is like.
He does that funny little thing on the poster.
We're deciding on you now, Mark.
Wait till you get a load of me.
Oh yeah, we're all left on you, Mark.
Not Brent said right.
No, I mean we're talking about Mark.
Yeah, Brent's up for Mark.
Everybody.
No, Mark, we're actually talking about Deadpool.
Deadpool.
I think I'll go right as well. Deadpool's an awesome character. He's one of my favorites.
I'll say right. I trust your judgment.
Because are we saying like Ryan Reynolds?
I'm saying Deadpool, the character.
I know, but I have such a
there you go, Rena. Think of Ryan Reynolds. How about that?
I'm gonna go left.
Ryan Reynolds.
Because I don't know the comic, but I know the trailer to the movie, and this is a dude who's really popular and cocky, and he's gonna get so much ass. It's nice to go left on some of those people. Unlike Screed, you gotta like.
Yes.
You're still fighting for it.
She's got a strategy. I like that. I gotta.
I would swipe left on Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool, right on Brent's Redpool, or Deadpool.
You're Deadpool.
Deadpool.
Because I think Brent is a better looking guy than Ryan Reynolds.
I think so too.
Seriously, that's just what I would do. That's awkward. Right now, Brent is you. I apologize. If I ever meet you in real life, I will not try to sleep with you, I promise.
Just don't take him to a library.
No libraries, no
library.
So, Mark, if you said those things to me when we were at the library, we'd have more fun. I'd pay more attention.
I'm very...
By the way, Necrodia said when you went away, Doc Brown showed up in the DeLorean to take Mark on a date. That's what happened when Mark left.
That was...
I was trying to see. The problem was I was trying to look up Carrie.
Shampoo. Yeah.
And I did it in the same screen that we got the thing in here, but I found it. Carrie Fisher shampoo.
You want to screen share it?
I gotta leave early.
You want to screen share it?
Do I want to
okay, good.
share it?
You don't want to pay
I
attention?
don't know how.
Okay, forget it.
I'm a moron, Jeff.
Yeah, you're competent. Good. All right, so that is Geeky Tinder. Folks, tell us, of course, Geeky Tinder, Geeky Musical. If you like these new things we're doing, please let us know, and we'll do some more of them. Again, awesome job, guys, in the Geeky Musical that you did earlier. If you didn't see it live, folks, please go watch that on the post. It was amazing. That is going to do us. I don't know. That's going to do it for tonight. Who knows what I'm saying anymore. So, huge thanks to our guests. Rena Strober.
Bye. Thank you, guys.
All right, don't leave quite yet, but just say yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Joanna Sotomura.
Thanks, guys. Fun hanging out.
Brent Bailey.
Yay!
Who you should put like on your website for now, Brent, like more handsome than Ryan Reynolds.
I'll try that.
Yeah.
It's the truth.
So once again, so let's give some links here. Rena, just tell people where they can check you out again. Website, Twitter, all that good stuff.
RenaStrober.com, RenaStrober.com, at Rena Strober, Twitter, Facebook, wherever. I'd give you my address, but I don't want you to show up at my house. But
yeah. Well, the funny thing is, when Rena did our live show on stage in Vegas, she actually did give her address out to the audience.
I totally gave my address.
And we were at her. We were all like, "Wait, what? You gave her your real address?" Like, what the hell are you doing?
I moved.
I thought you were making one up, but then you actually gave the real one.
I'm just honest, I just.
Yeah, you're really honest. And then Mark showed up outside our window the next day.
Yeah, I was like, hey. Yeah.
With these flower sheets, it was strange.
Wrote an email, called her smiling.
Yeah.
Joanna, where can people find everything out about you?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at JoannaSotomura is my name. And Batman, guys. So yeah.
All right, and Brent.
You can find me at BrentMBailey.com or Brent M. Bailey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, just about everything.
All right.
Okay.
You can find Mark at M.A. Pazula on Twitter. Of course, Super Geeked Up. Please follow us there. We would love it if you can also subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/supergeekedup. That always helps us out. And if you're like listening to podcasts, we're in a podcast form as well on blogtalkradio.com/League of Geeks. League of Geeks is the cool network we're part of with Genre Entertainment and SFP Now, 3 geeky shows. You can all find all those shows over there. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you're watching live or in post or just listening to the podcast, really appreciate it. Huge thanks to Rena, Joanna, and Brent. You guys were awesome. Really appreciate you playing all our ridiculous
Thank you
games.
guys. Thanks for
Thank
keeping
you,
me up
guys.
past my bedtime.
Yeah.
Yes, it's fun.
About 4
and
hours past mine.
yeah. Remember, folks, big change next week. We are 1 hour earlier, so we will at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Pacific. Mark is very excited because he can get to bed an hour earlier. Mark, it looks like, I don't know, are you jerking off or what are you doing, Mark?
Yeah.
Are you practicing for the long blowjob sequel?
He's doing his library dance.
Yeah. Oh my god.
All right, so yes, next week, folks, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. We will see you then. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Until next week, stay geeky, everybody.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.